Hey everybody, it's Dr. Levi. Thanks for joining us today. Lots to talk about. We just had the Game Awards here in LA. I want to know, did any of you guys get there? Was anyone there? And I also want to know what was Game of the Year, because I know there were quite a few nominated. So if you guys know, please let me know. I want to know where you guys are. Did you make it there? And who was Game of the Year? That's really, really important. So again, thanks for being with us today, and thanks for following us on Twitch TV. Lots to discuss, of course. Any questions that you have, we'll go through them. Any games that you play. And I want to hear from you guys. What are the games that you all play? What do you like to play the most? And which games do you think have the highest incidence of injuries that I can help you with? My job as the gamers doctor, as the esports doctor, is to help the community that I'm a part of to be healthy, to be fit, and more importantly, it's about preventive care. So I want to hear from you. I want to hear where you're tuning in from, which country you're in, which state, which city. I want to hear about the videos. Are you liking the videos on YouTube, how they're helping you? I want to hear from you all. You got me. I want to hear from you, and how can I help more? Which videos do you want to see? Tell me which games you play, the injury that you have, and things that you want me to do. And I will do them. I'll bring it to the forefront and do what I can to help, and just to remind people that, our community of athletes, we are just that. We are athletes. We're gamers, and we should be treated accordingly, period. So I want to thank, got a few people here. It's Ritza, BJ, Fat Soggy Muffin. That is so funny. We Fighter and Fat Soggy Muffin. Hey Doc, hey Fat Soggy Muffin, and Beware Drev. I love OSU. Okay, I got to tell you, I have not played OSU yet. I've had a lot of comments about that game. I've seen it played now, but I haven't played it. It's really, really fast. I can tell you that. So if you want, I can do a video about OSU. If you have any injuries with that, that'll be helpful, I'm sure. I also have a message here from Josh, 31399. What's poppin', Doc? You, Josh. Glad to have you with us today. And We Fighter. Personally, I play Paladins for Team Eager, attending my first LAN event in January. Wow. Well, enjoy that, We Fight. I'm sure it'll be pretty phenomenal. But did any of you guys get to the Game Awards in LA? That was at the Microsoft Center, which was previously Nokia here in Los Angeles. I want to hear about that. But what I really want to know is, what was the Game of the Year? Did Overwatch take it? Did Doom take it? I want to know about that too. BJ, hey Dr. Levi, your carpal tunnel and gamer stretches helped me a lot. Appreciate your help. Glad to hear that, BJ. Keep doing those. The key with the carpal tunnel exercise, especially the gliding exercise, I want to just show you that one more time. I know we've done these before, but it's never enough because there's someone who hasn't seen them. So take a look. For the gliding exercises, it's just around like this. Keep your elbow straight. Go around here for 10. Back around for 10, but keep the elbow straight. Then you want to close your fist loosely around the whirl and back around the whirl, just like that. Those are the gliding exercises. And those are some of the most preventive exercises that we can do with respect to carpal tunnel. There are other exercises that I've taught before, of course, which are like the prayer pose, the reverse prayer pose. Sometimes it's called the Buddha pose. Holding this for 15 to 30 seconds and then reversing and holding this for 15 to 30 seconds while dropping the elbows, just like that. That will also help. The key with carpal tunnel, though, of all that I can share with you, it's so very, very important that you take the breaks while you're gaming. Yes, we all love gaming. It's a part of our lives, it's a part of our lifestyles. That's fine. But I want you to be healthy and have a long career, and more importantly, be able to use your hands and your wrists and your elbows and your shoulders properly and have great posture. So if you take the breaks, if you do the stretches, that'll help you the most. And I'm not only talking about elite gamers, I'm talking about folks who are just gaming, what I call lightweights, like 1 and 2 hours a day. They should still do those exercises because they will help them also. Got some questions here from, thanks BJ, glad that's helping you. We Fighter. Sadly, I wasn't able to attend. Watched it though, so I didn't get a chance to watch it, guys. I was working. I had an event to go to, so I was there. It was a Stop Bullying Now Foundation.org event here in Los Angeles. I have some things on Facebook. Please check it out on Facebook and follow me and join me on Facebook also. So I was at that event. It was one of these interesting celebrity events where you go and you just, the goal with that is really to bring about awareness about why bullying should be stopped. And for myself, I was bullied as a kid. I was bullied because I was, considered a real nerdy kid. I'm a nerdy adult now, but, nerdy is sexy now, I guess. Huh? So let's talk about Beware Drev, Overwatch. Oh, so Overwatch was the game of the year. Fantastic. Okay, that's great, guys. Overwatch. Well, what do you guys think about that? How do you guys feel about Overwatch winning over which was one I'm thinking of right now? Doom or Titanfall 2. There's another one. Uncharted 4. I want to hear about you guys. What do you guys think about those games? And how do you guys feel about Overwatch winning? It is a great game. It's new, but it's a great one. And here it's from We Fighter again. Any tips on building an exercise routine as a gamer? I don't walk very much, and even if I wanted to, it's a bit harder since it's winter. Well, you know what? That's We Fighter. Thanks for that. What about if you have steps in your home, you can walk up and down the stairs. Maybe do 15 minutes of stair walking in your home. If not, what about this? When you're taking your 5 to 10 minute stretch break every hour while you're gaming, what about doing 10 or 15 push-ups? Let's say if you play, 8 hours a day. If you play 8 hours a day and take a 5 or 10 minute break and do 10 push-ups during that 8 hour period, 10 push-ups after every hour, then you've done 80 push-ups. Or what about if you do squats when you're taking that break, There's a lot you can do. The key is to stay active. Or get a pair of 5, 10, 15, 20-pound weights and do bicep curls or tricep kickbacks. The goal is to, you can even go to the website. Follow us on YouTube. YouTube, I have a lot of exercise videos there. Those videos are there to help you. Those videos are there to prevent injury. Go to that YouTube station, my social media platform, follow me, like me, subscribe. Be a part of our community. Our community is about prevention. Our community is about giving authentic medical advice to help the gaming community, because it's a demographic of athletes that have just been really thrown away by the medical community, but not by me. I stand with you. I stand with you, and I stand strong with you. So that's what I recommend. And the other thing you can do, I have a book. My other book is The Art of Fitness, A Journey to Self-Enhancement. You can get that book. That book will help you also. There's so many things that I believe that are on the YouTube channel that I have that will really help you tremendously. So go there, put a program together, let me know how it works for you, and then next time we can talk about it, We Fighter. All right? The next one is from Ritza. If you're going to make a video for OSU players, OSU is commonly pronounced OSU. Thank you for that. I always say OSU, OSU. Don't want you to be saying OSU. Just a side note. Gotcha, Ritza. I will say OSU. I got you. Okay, Ritza again. I think OSU is a better representation of the pronunciation. Okay, I'm down with that. Thank you for that. And what about you, Ritza? What's your favorite game? Is it OSU or is it something else? I'd like to know. Josh 31399, Doc, thank you for the great stretching videos. Helps out a lot. Glad to hear that, Josh. The key with the stretching, Josh, is real easy. Do it every day. If you're a gamer, do it. And the other issue here is that even when you're not gaming, let's say you're at work typing or working on a keyboard, do those stretches then also. The stretches, I really designed those programs specifically for our community. So if you do a lot of typing, a lot of keyboard, or use a lot of mouse work, or if you use a joystick or a trackball, all those exercises are to help to keep you as ergonomically balanced as possible if you're a gamer. And people that are not a part of our community, if they're not gamers, that's fine. It will help someone who types a lot. It will help someone who's an assistant who types tremendously, or someone who does a lot of texting also would help with stretching out their thumbs and the interosseous muscles in their hands. So the stretches, I'm a hand surgeon. That's my life. I'm an orthopedic surgeon. So my goal is to share the knowledge I have with you to keep everybody healthy. That's the bottom line. Authentically healthy. Okay. I want to say thanks again, Josh. Glad that's helping you. The next is from Beware Drev. I think Overwatch brought a really cool community and cast of characters to everyone. Well, I agree, especially with Sombra. Sombra, she can teleport. She's powerful. She's a part of the Overwatch community. So I agree with you. Everybody loves Mercy, of course, and Mercy is a great addition as character flow. But Sombra, the new character, she's making her way forward too. What do you guys think about Sombra? I want to hear from you. I want to hear what you guys think. Next is from this is so funny to me still every time. Fat Soggy Muffin. Doc, I know you said cracking your knuckles isn't bad, but what about cracking your wrist? Well, the same thing. We don't have there are no double-blind studies that show conclusively that cracking your joints, that's your wrist, your elbows, your neck, people do that a lot. There's no evidence that any of that causes any type of arthritic changes in the joint. And let's review something quickly. What is arthritis? Arthritis is the wearing out of the cartilage between the joints. So let's say this is a joint like this. There's cartilage here, and cartilage is sort of like a shock absorber, basically. So if you wear the cartilage out, then you have bone articulating with bone. So arthritis simply means that you've worn out the cartilage between the joint and that you have bone-on-bone articulation. And that can often cause pain and osteophytes. Osteophytes is just extra bone that can grow around the joint. I think it does that protectively. Or you can have swelling of the joint. It can feel warm, difficulty moving it, and of course pain. So, but our community, we want to avoid that. We want to avoid arthritis. We want to avoid arthritic changes. All right. So Fat Soggy Muffin. Bottom line is there's no evidence that cracking your wrist is a bad thing. When your wrist crack or your knuckles crack, this simply means that there's increased nitrogen. There's nitrogen bubbles basically in your joint. So when you hear that sound like this, that's what it is. But again, nothing bad about it. All right. For now, if the research changes, I'll share that with you also. The next one is Ritza. My favorite game is Osu at the moment. Thanks for asking, Doc. Of course. And Ritza, I want to know too. When you're playing Osu, what are the problems that you found that you have with your hands or your wrist or your elbows or shoulders? Because when I do this video, don't forget, I do the videos. I need you guys to help in this community so I can give you the things that you want to see. So I want to know from Osu players specifically, what are the injuries that you've commonly had? What are the things that bother you the most when you're playing the game? And what do you do to help yourself? And then I'll share with you my knowledge as a physician, as a surgeon, what I think you can do that may help you even more. Don't forget, my job here as the gamers doctor, the esports doctor, is to have exchange with all of you so that I can help you and that we can work together to make the gaming community healthy, to make the gaming community more respected, and to make the gaming community a force to be reckoned with. That's what I believe. All right. Now, the next question is, this is great. This is Beware Drev. I think Sombra is a bit weak at the moment, sadly. Hopefully she receives a buff soon. Awesome character design. Yeah, I agree. The character design is great. Just the teleportation, her look, I think is just great. I totally agree with you. But one thing, too, I'll say about Sombra, all of the characters from Overwatch to any other game you can think of, the bottom line is that if you play them really well, even if they have weaknesses, you can find ways to maneuver around them. And that depends, of course, on the strength of the people that you're playing against, too. So the next question is from... okay, so someone is asking that they're shooting... that they can't see something at home, so no audio for them. How long is the stream? Okay, well, the stream is for 1 hour. It's a 1 hour stream. And next month, I'll let you guys know. Next month, we may do 2 shows. We're not sure yet, but we may do one every other week. But I may be traveling quite a bit, so next month we may stick to just the first Saturday of the month. But we'll see. We'll let you guys know, and then you guys let me know what you want. Let me know if you want to see more shows. Let me know if you want to see more Twitch TV from me, Dr. Levi, your doctor, and I'll do what I can to be helpful. And again, from Ritza. This is from We Fighter. So Ritza and they're just having a conversation. So this is from We Fighter too. If I move my hand wrist on my right hand too far upward, I get a sharp pain. Any ideas? Okay, so several things I'll share with you about that, We Fighter. And you say it's on your right hand, you move it too far upward. Now, I need to know this, We Fighter. You're saying too far upward when you're using the mouse or on the mouse pad? I need clarity about that before I can comment. All right. And is the pain that you have in the sharp pain, We Fighter, is it on the front of on the top of the wrist or the back of the wrist? I need to have some clarity about that, and then I'll give you my thoughts. I want to have another question here. Oh, Foggy, Fat Soggy Muffin, thanks, Doc. No problem, Fat Soggy Muffin. Thanks for being a part of the community. And I want to thank you guys for following us on Twitch TV and being a part of this community. I'm grateful to be of service. Excuse me. The next one is from Quantec. That's a great name. My main problem with OSU has been pain when tapping with one finger using my wrist, more commonly known as single tapping. Yes. So one thing I can share with you is, and I want to ask you guys too to make sure that you share our Twitch TV stream with other people so that we can really increase the breadth of knowledge that we can share with our community. So please share our stream. So two things about that. So let's go. So if you're doing single tapping, it's so important that if you can, use your other hand and also try to switch up the fingers. Often the index finger or the middle finger, I call these the power fingers basically for us as gamers. Try to switch up if you can. Now, a lot of people will tell me, especially some of the elite athletes that I take care of, that they are not going to change from how they do it. And eventually, of course, they come back and they do change. But so I want to say you don't have to change completely. Just use the other hand sometime. You know, your body will adapt. You will be more ambidextrous if you practice that way. So at least try. Also, if your finger needs a rest, I should say, I'm going to do a video about taping your fingers and your wrist also. I think that's going to help because there are a few gamers that I work with that I show them techniques that I have that you can tape your wrist as well as tape your fingers, especially if you're a single tapper, to help prevent that constant vibration injury that the fingers and your wrist and hands actually incur. All right. Okay. So the next one, it's Ritza. The only issue that I have right now is my right shoulder. I think it's due to my play style as a mouse player instead of using a graphics tablet. I feel lots of stiffness when doing swift movements that involve my entire arm. Also, when I would rotate my shoulder, it sounds like the bones are grinding. However, I think it's just me, not too sure. Okay, Richard. So a few things I want to share with you. One is when you're taking your 5-minute break, sit there and roll your shoulders back. For a set of like 15. Roll them forward for a set of 15. Then take one hand on your shoulder and then drop your head the opposite way and then push down with this arm. So you're pushing down here and dropping your head the opposite way. And you hold that for 15 to 30 seconds. I recommend that you do this while you're sitting. And then take your hand, cross to the other shoulder, push down, and drop your neck the other way. If you guys are doing this right now with me, let me know how you feel. Let me know if you feel the stretch throughout your trapezius here. Just hold it like that. Then the other thing you want to do is just shrugs. Just a set of 15. Maybe 1 or 2 sets of 15, just like this. All of these things will keep your body more loose, but more importantly, these are reminders that when you stop shrugging, then you have to recenter yourself and recorrect your posture. It's all about having your shoulders square and not rounding your back. Look at this, not rounding your back over like that. When you're playing, you want to make sure that you are keeping your shoulders square and your head is up. That is just imperative to avoid any type of posture issues. Now, if you're hearing the cracking in your shoulder, Again, as I said, that can be from one of several things. It can be from, again, the nitrogen, the bubbles that we can have, gaseous bubbles in our joints that can make that sound. Or it can be from a previous injury. If you've injured the cartilage in your shoulder, where you have the glenoid and the humeral head articulating, making that grinding sound, it could be that. Or if you have rotator cuff tendonitis, sometimes inflammation in this area can cause the joint capsule to expand and can cause that sound also, where you get basic mild instability of the shoulder. If you had a history of dislocation of the shoulder where the cartilage is also injured, that can cause this type of problem too. So, let me know specifically, Ritza, but I would do those stretches to sort of relax your upper body more. Do the rounding back of your shoulders and forward, 15 forward, 15 back, and then do the shrugs, of course, and then what I taught earlier, side to side. The goal here is to evolve the gaming community to be healthy and to prevent injuries. All right. And again, I want to thank you guys for following us on Twitch, and please share this video with others, because we want to help our community. We want to embolden them. We want to fortify them. We want to make them strong and healthy. All right. The next question is, Ritza, what would I do? It's just a standard shoulder stretch. Okay, I can show you a few. So you can do this. Take a look. You hold. Now, when you hold like this, you look the opposite way, and you hold. And hold this for 15 to 30 seconds. And then you do the other side, across your body, look the other way, and hold for 15 to 30 seconds. Then the other shoulder stretch that you can do is you take both your hands and put them against the wall and just let your body lean forward, but just hold the position. Just hold. It's like holding a Superman position, basically, against the wall, with your body at an angle of about 30 to 45 degrees. Just put your hands flat against the wall. The other one, of course, is you put your hands behind you here, and you're pulling your forearms together, basically, to bring your hands right around to cup your elbows. All right. But again, you want to keep your body straight when you're doing this. So from the side, let me try to do this so you can see it. From the side, you're like this, and you're bringing your elbows, you bring your hands to your elbows, and you're holding that position. That will also give some stretch for your shoulders. The other one, of course, for shoulder stretch is back here like this, and hold just like that. This also stretches your triceps, and you hold, and then you switch it to the other side here, and hold. And hold every stretch, of course, between 15 to 30 seconds. 30 seconds is better. And make sure that when you're holding the stretch, it's not what I call a dynamic stretch, whereby you hold it and you just keep doing this. You hold it, it's a static stretch, just like that. What I'll do, if you go to the YouTube channel, I have at least one, maybe 3 videos that actually show a lot of shoulder stretches. And what I'll do for the next round of videos that we'll be shooting in about a week or two, I will do more of those. I have a Spartan race next week, so I want to remind you guys to tune in for that. We're raising money for the Lymphoma and Leukemia Foundation. I lost my grandmother to leukemia, so it's very meaningful for me to run in her honor, as well as in the honor of my really good friend Rita, who passed away several weeks ago from a cancer. So I'll be doing that the Spartan race here in Los Angeles next Saturday in their honor, especially for my grandmother. So I hope those stretches help you, and if not, Ritza, let me know, and then let me know if there are other stretches that you want to see, because this telecast tonight is really about the following. I want to hear from you all, so that when I do these videos in 2 weeks, it'll be things that you really want to see, that you really want to know, that can help you to stay healthy. So if you're playing Osu or Overwatch or Hearthstone or Doom or Diablo 3, whatever you're playing, I want you to be healthy so you can play it really well. All right? The next question is from, this is Quantek at Ritza. If also had shoulder problems, but only my left shoulder. Well, I want you guys to definitely try those stretches that I just showed you, but please go to my YouTube channel. It has so much. There's a wealth of information there. I think we have like 70, 80 plus videos there that can really help you. The next one is Wii Fighter. My right hand is for Okay, my right hand is for my mouse, but I don't get the pain unless I'm bending it upward, stretching. Okay, the pain happens on the front of the wrist at the bottom left side of my wrist. Okay, right where it connects to the rest of my. Got it. Okay, makes sense. So sounds like we find that you have tendonitis of your wrist. Now, for tendonitis, I want to show you 3 specific stretches for that. I'm going to do it from the side so you can see. So here, so wrist out like that, and simply hold. And hold this for approximately 30 seconds. All right? Then you want to do the back here. You hold your hand up. So this is flexion of the wrist. This is hyperextension. Extend your wrist up like this, and you hold this for 15 to 30 seconds. All right? Then the next thing you want to do, these are called windshield wipers. You want to do a set of 15. Take a look. 15 just like this. Then you want to do middle windshield wipers. 15 just like this. And then the Queen's Wave. 15 like this. So 15, 15, 15. Now, another one you want to add to that repertoire would be this, where your hand is in front and just roll your wrist up, roll your wrist back, rolling. Keep the elbow straight though. I want to make sure you can see that. The elbow has to stay straight. So those will help you. The other thing, because the pain where you have is right where your extensor tendons are moving across. The other thing is just to shake your hands out too, just like that. Just shake them out. Real easy. Set of 15. Just shake your hands out. Then roll your hands toward yourself like this. The goal, if you're having tendonitis, though, I want to be clear about this, We Fighter, is take time to rest. And also make sure you talk to your own private doctor, because everything I'm sharing with you guys, remember, I'm not able to examine you. So it's also important, I have to remind you, to be seen and evaluated by your own doctors, your own healthcare providers. If it's an acupuncturist, it's a physical therapist, a physician, a nurse practitioner, physical therapist, but make sure that someone in the medical community can actually diagnose, put their hands on you, and actually see, okay, this is what we need to do. For myself as a physician, for me, it's so important that I examine my patient so I can tell them, okay, this is what you have, this is the diagnosis. Now, this is the specific medical treatment and strategy that we're going to do to get you fit and healthy again. I do that for the gamers as well. All right, so I hope that helps you, We Fighter. But yes, it sounds like tendonitis from what you've explained here, and I hope that helps you. But there's another video that I have that it's for wrist, forearm, and elbow strengthening exercise. I think it has like 960,000 hits on it. That's another good video that will help you a lot. All right. Okay, so let's go to this now. Oh, Josh. Okay, so Ritza says it feels nice. Well, great. Okay, great. And We Fighter, yeah, that felt good. Just did it. Great, We Fighter. Keep doing that. That'll help you a lot. But also, guys, I want to remind everyone, take those breaks. Take that 5-minute break. And I want to say something too. I've been asked before about this via email, that should it only be a 5-minute break? No. If you can take a 10-minute break, that's even better. Why not? A 10-minute break will also help you. But 5 minutes usually the standard. And for some of the elite athletes, they tell me they only take 3 minutes, actually. So just be aware of your body. All right. Next question is from, Beware Drev. Oh, the shoulder stretch was awesome. Great to hear that. That's success. I love hearing that. So keep on doing it, Beware Drev. We want our community healthy. The next is from Josh31399. So when I used to be on a swim team, I had to quit because of bad shoulder lockups and pains. Can playing video games where I have to tense up my arm and shoulders cause more problems later on? Well, I don't think it will help you, Josh. So you said tense up. I really want to remind our community, when you're playing, try not to be so tense. I know we all get revved up when we're playing. I know how intense it is. We want to win. We want to compete. We want to take people down. And if we're playing Call of Duty, or Doom, or Diablo, WoW, whatever the game, Osu, whatever the game, it's important that we try to keep our bodies not super tight, not super intense like that, because it will definitely slow down your reaction time. Because if your posture is not correct, I want you really to hear this, everyone. If your posture is not correct, if you're creeped over and crunched over, if you're all tight like this, how can you play quickly? How can you increase your actions per minute? How is that possible if you're so tight? It's not. So you want to be as loose as you can so you can move as fluidly as possible. And of course, it's important that you correct the sensitivity of the mouse, depending on how fast you want to move the mouse and how much energy it takes to move the mouse. Don't forget, the higher the sensitivity, it doesn't take a lot to move it, and that cursor is going to zoom. If you have lower sensitivity or mid-range, you have to put a little more force behind it. So the key is listen to your body. Be aware of how your body feels. And gamers, I think we love doing what we do, but you have to be aware of your body. If you're hurt, you have pain, you have to back off some. You have to do the stretches, and sometimes you just have to stop and take a break. You ready for this? Like a half-day break where you just stop and let your body heal and recover. Okay. Next question is. Fat soggy muffin. I did it too. It felt good. Okay, great, fat soggy muffin. I tell you that every time I see that, guys, it's just funny. And fat soggy muffin, I have a question for you. What are the games that you play, and what are the games that you play really well? Because eventually, guys, I'm going to be playing you all, so get ready. So I hope you guys are keeping your game skills up because I will take you down. 2 words: game on. All right. Next question is from. So Fat Soggy Muffin, I want to know what you play, and also Fat Soggy Muffin, where are you? Are you in the LA? Did you go to the Game Awards? Did anybody go to that? Because I wasn't able to see it and I could not go. Hopefully next year. I want to be there. The next one is a Wii Fighter. I also feel like the longer and faster I move my wrist around, it increases the pain. Yes, this sounds like tendonitis Wii Fighter. So I would do 2 things. Make sure that you're playing with an ergonomically balanced mouse and keyboard, that your chair is ergonomically balanced also. And you may want to get a rest for your wrist when you're using the mouse so that you're not keeping your wrist like this, hyperflexed or hyperextended. That's really important. So Wii Fighter, I'm concerned about you. I think you may want to really back off a little bit. It's okay to take a rest, and then you get back and you'll be stronger and ready to play without pain. I don't want anyone playing with pain. That we all do it, but we shouldn't. Okay. The next one is from An Put Chi. Your YouTube is super awesome. Oh, thanks a lot. We're glad you like it. The goal with the YouTube channel is to give effective medical knowledge and exercise expertise as an orthopedic surgeon, as a fitness guy, that will really help you to maximize your life. That if anything, our Twitch station is about. It's about maximizing your life, optimizing your potential as a gamer, optimizing your body mechanics, making sure that things are ergonomically balanced. And if you don't have the money to make it ergonomically balanced, well, what can I do to have you do exercise that will prevent injuries for you? That's the bottom line. All right. The next is from, who is this? Anpuchi, I bet your hands are perfect, Dr. Levi. No, I actually I had a fracture of two of my fingers several months ago from boxing and from kickboxing, so they were not, but didn't stop me from playing though. The next is Beware Drev. Hey, Dr. Levi, I'd like to know any good warm-ups for playing Osu. You generally use the index and middle fingers to tap, if that helps. Oh, yeah. No, don't forget now, I haven't played the game, but I've seen the game played. So, yes. So, I recommend the following. So, take a look. So, these are I'll do it from this side. Index finger, middle finger. Stretching them back like this and just holding. All right. Then opening and closing your fingers like this. Bringing them down, up, hyperextending them. So, center, all the way down, center, hyperextend up, roll your fingers around, small circles, reverse circles. So 10 circles, 10 reverse circles, up and down, then bend your index finger back, hyperextend it, but hold the joints. This is critical. So take a look. When you hyperextend, you want to hold the index finger and middle at these joints. This is the DIP joint, distal interphalangeal joint. This is the PIP joint, the proximal interphalangeal joint. So you do the peace sign, you hold those fingers like that, and you hold back, just like this. And when you keep your elbow straight and just hold back like that. And then bring them both down. Do the same thing with the middle finger too now. So again, the peace sign and hold back. Okay? And then down. Now, the other thing that you can do that'll help is, again, just this. Just tight fist, open, tight fist, open, just like that. And then roll your fingers, your index and your middle, roll them back. Then roll your wrist and the fingers, and then reverse it. All right, and again, I recommend a set of 10 to 15 for everything. You do the forward position, and then you do the reverse of that. All right, so I hope that helps you with OSU. So the next is from Truffle Freak. That's funny. I like that. I love truffles. I don't eat them too often though, but I do love those. Oh my God, I am a big fan. I watch you live videos. You help me feel better. Oh, that's great to hear. Thanks, Truffle Freak. Keep watching. Please subscribe and share our Twitter station with everyone. Share our YouTube. Subscribe to our platform. I want our community to have 900 million followers and subscribers. You got to think about there are what, a billion of us that play video games. So it would be great to have you as a part of our community. All right, the next one is from who is this? Oh, Caledon. I like that name, Caledon. Hello, Dr. Levi. How are you doing? Doing great, Caledon. Glad to be with you guys today. So let me know what you guys are playing, and also what are the exercises that you want to see. I specifically want to know that because in 2 weeks, on the 17th, we're going to be shooting new videos. So anything you want, let me know tonight so I can get it out, and it'll be ready for you all. All right. It's Gamer Doc. Hey, man, I'm very overweight, and I'm always sleep deprived. Help me out. Okay, it's Gamer Doc. So let me tell you a few things about that. One, don't feel bad about where you are right now. All right? Love your body just the way it is. Number one. Number two, you want to think about taking small, sustainable steps to get fit and to be healthy. So number one, think about your diet and think about the foods that you buy. Meaning, I want you to think about this one message from Dr. Levi tonight, and that is this. If you don't buy it, you won't eat it. So be aware of what you're bringing into your home. So that if you're overweight, that's fine. Love yourself the way you are. Now we're going to get you healthy. How do we get you healthy? Well, start a walking program. If you have difficulty walking for a long period of time, if you have access to a pool, you can go to a pool and walk up and down the pool. You can increase that intensity by using weights when you're in the pool. Or you can walk and hike using a 5 to 10 pound dumbbells in each hand. So the goal is to do something, but don't feel bad about where you are, and don't feel judged by anyone. Because we have to validate ourselves. We have to love ourselves. And it's important that we in the gaming community, that we lift up everybody, that it's not divisive, that it's not, that we don't do anything to point a finger at anybody else because of their weight or anything. It's really about inclusivity in our community, no matter someone's race or anything. It's all about us coming together as gamers. That's what we do. We stick together. So I hope that helps you. Start a walking program, watch your diet, drink more water, do stretching, avoid things like white sugar and white rice, things that are really heavy and starchy, potatoes, a lot of soy, a lot of fried foods, things like that. The goal is to prepare your foods, eat properly, and to really, the other thing I want to add to It's a Gamer's Doctor, I want to tell you one thing, take time to meditate. I think meditation is so important for our community because it gives us a chance to really calm our minds and to be even more focused when we are playing. So meditation, I recommend at least 15 to 20 minutes every day. So I hope that helps you, and go to the YouTube channel. There are a lot of exercise videos there. I'll do some more, but I want to get you healthy. All right. The next one is from this is, who was that? It's No Chuno. Any tips on how to keep yourself from getting tense like that? Yeah, real easy. meditate. I'm a big meditator. And also when you're playing, just remind yourself, am I playing tense? Am I hunched over? Just be aware of your posture. That's really, really important. All right, Josh, 31399. Okay, thank you for asking my question. Of course, Josh. I appreciate you. You were with us the last time, so thanks, Josh. The next one is from, who is this, Truffle Freak again? These tips help me a lot. Thank you. You're welcome, Truffle Freak. The next one is from Esco S Live. No question, but loving the content, Mr. Levi. Oh, thank you. It's interesting to have someone like you around. Well, grateful to be in your corner and grateful to be a part of the gaming community, and we're going to get everybody healthy. That's our goal. This is from, Fat Soggy Muffin. Every time I see that. Love that we have a real doctor answering our questions for free. Well, thanks, Fat Soggy Muffin. Glad to do that. And the goal is to really be a sense of change for the community, get everybody healthy and to prevent injuries. That's the goal. Real simple. All right. The next is, who is this? This is, BJ. No, who is this? Bijetsu. Oh, my God. Josh, 3139. That felt good. Thank you. You're welcome. Quantec, how can I make my wrist, hands, fingers faster in general? If they're rested, they'll be faster. If they're inflamed, if you have tendonitis, if you have pain, you won't be able to use your hands properly. So the key is rest. Make sure that when you finish playing, you can submerge your hands in warm water. That's a real good way to keep stretching your hands out. And why do you do that? Because warm water with your joints, think about it. Think about the joint fluid between your joints as being like wax. So if you heat wax up, it becomes more supple, right? It becomes more malleable. If it's colder, it's thicker, so things won't move as well. So the heat really allows your joints and your fingers and your wrist and hands to move better. That's why the warm water will help you when you're playing. All right. Next one is from Itsuma Coco Core Zero. Dr. Levi, big fan. Well, thanks a lot. Thank you. Mr. Chubbles, I play the rhythm game Osu. Great. Mr. Chubbles, I started meditating a month ago, and I would definitely recommend it. Everyone, if there's one thing I recommend, second to stretching and being fit and healthy, it's meditation. Meditation is the way to go. If you really want to, bring yourself to a whole different place, meditation is the key. And I want to ask you guys, where are you guys streaming from? Which countries are you guys in? Which cities, which states? I'm just curious about that. I want to know. I want to know everything. So I definitely want to know that. All right. The next one is from, Mr. Chubbles, you focus on your breath. Yeah, I focus on two things, Mr. Chubbles. When I'm meditating, I focus on, I'll have a mantra that I'll do sometimes. I'll focus on my breath, or I'll focus on the word. Like my favorite word, my two favorite words are gratitude and intention. So I often focus on gratitude, because I think it's such a powerful way to wake up and be grateful for everything, no matter how things are. Okay, I got a question here from Quantec. I feel like the exercises in your older videos were not intense enough. I want to make to increase my hand speed, strength, and endurance as much as possible to play Osu. Okay, so Quantec, all the videos, don't forget, they step up with respect to intensity. You can always make them more intense by doing them more. So the videos are not to be super intense, because then everyone can't do them. They're really to give a graduated way of learning and healing and helping to get everyone fit and to prevent injury. So they're specifically designed not to be overwhelming. So you're right, they're not super intense, but they have the information that you need to stay healthy and to be fit and to game really well and to prevent injury. My goal as the gamer's doctor, esports guy, to keep you healthy, period. All right, another question. Mr. Chubbles. Nice. Well, great to hear that. It's the Gamers Doc. I'm on Overwatch. I am at top 5. Oh, great. Wow. It's Gamers Doc. You are doing it. Great. The next one is from J. Lopez, OMG. My forearms hurt so much when playing sometimes. Would you recommend taping them? Before tape, I would recommend you do the stretches. Now, I want to show you another great forearm stretch. I've shown this before, and it's in the videos. These are called inertial exercises. I want to spell that to you. N-I-R-S-C-H-L, inertial. And these will help prevent and minimize the pain or discomfort that you may have from lateral epicondylitis, which is the major thing I see in the gaming community that come to my office, that I'll Skype with, that will call me, that will text me and email me. The major thing is from lateral epicondylitis, tennis elbow. And so they'll have pain in this area. So the stretch is the following. Just flex your wrist, elbow straight, and then hold this position for 30 seconds. And again, hand up like this, and flex and hold that like that. Not just the fingers back, the fingers and the hand back for 30 seconds, just like that. I hope you can see that really well. I have those on the YouTube channel, though. They're inertial exercises. So go there, that'll help you. Now, I still want to know where you guys streaming in from. I want to know that. I'm just curious about that. The next is from. This is. Okay, Osu. I got Osu players checking in. Glad to hear that. I'll do a video for the Osu community too, because the Osu community is my community too. We're all gamers. We're all in this together. This is from. I got one from get _ timeout. Started meditating. Easy, exactly. I'm glad to hear that. Meditation is the key. I've been doing it for many, many, many years. How often should you meditate? I recommend meditating every day. If you can, twice a day. Maybe 15 minutes in the morning when you first get up. That's when your mind and subconscious are really able to take in a lot. And then right before you go to bed at night, I recommend again another 15 to 20 minutes. If you do a half an hour, even better. Another question from Mr. Troubles. I'm from the U.S. Oh, great, Mr. Troubles. Oh, Quantec, Canada. Great. It's a Gamers Doc. You're in the UK and London. Great. And Get Timeout, Poland. Wow. And J. Lopez, California, SoCal. Yeah, I'm in SoCal too. And On Pucci, America. Where in America? I want to know which city, which state. Come on, just give it up. I want to know. And then Itsumoko Core Zero from Canada, Toronto. Oh, I love Toronto. That is one beautiful place. You know, Toronto and Quebec. I mean, I love traveling, but Toronto and Quebec is just extraordinary cities. I really love Toronto. Another question here from Fat Soggy Muffin from Rancho Cucamonga. I like Rancho also. Oh, Wii Fighter. Doing those exercises for tendonitis, my wrist got pretty tired. Now after I'm having a harder time moving my wrist upwards and a bit more pain. Also, I'm from Michigan. The key is don't do it a lot. You're still inflamed right now. So, and also I would talk to your healthcare provider to see if maybe they can recommend that you take like an anti-inflammatory like ibuprofen or Aleve or naproxen. Those are things that I can't recommend to you because I don't know you. I don't know your health history. I don't know what you're allergic to. I don't know your age. I don't know your other medical issues. So you have to go and talk to a medical provider about that. I want to give you some general knowledge to help you. So the exercises, it's key that you just do them slowly, and if you have more discomfort, then you back off and do them less. But listen to your body. That's important, Wii Fighter. Now, next is J. Lopez. Oh, my God. OMG. Oh, I work in Rancho. Oh, you work in Rancho with Fat Soggy Muffin. Now, that's funny. Wow. So, now, I got a question for J. Lopez. OMG. Do you and Fat Soggy Muffin play like Overwatch or Doom or Diablo 3 or WoW? I'm curious about that. I still want to know what you guys are playing. I want to hear what are your top games that you play. And again, I want to know what are the things that bother you the most. So the next videos will be videos that you want to see that will really be helpful. So you can post them, you can like them, you can share them. I really want you to share this knowledge with our community. It's, I'm doing my part. You have to do your part to share it, The next question is Caledon. Levi, do you remember me, who I am? We were talking on your last live stream. I'm the one from Australia. I play League of Legends. I do remember Caledon. Yeah, that's not, I don't forget too much. The next is J. Lopez. Oh, my God. Thanks, Doc. Appreciate it. Well, I appreciate you, J. Lopez. The next is It's Ritza. Oh, Ontario, California. That's a nice city also. And get time out. Thanks for the emojis. Quantac, thanks for the emojis. Okay, so at We Fighter, how exactly do you meditate? Never have done it before. Okay, so let me give you like my basic, whenever I give talks about meditation and fitness, health, and well-being, this is meditation. Doing the following. You're going to sit calmly in a quiet place, and you're simply going to listen to your breath. Listen to your heart, listen to your breath, and just clear your mind and sit quietly. Now, if you want, you can concentrate on a word. Like some people may think of a word like peace or love. I don't want to think about too much. For myself, just gratitude and intention works for me. But just sit peacefully in the chair with your palms up or palms down, whatever works for you, and just breathe. And not shallow breath, just regular breathing, and just feel relaxed and feel good about yourself. All right? Meditation just has everything, any negativity just falls away. All right, another question here from, this is Uchanu. Oh, from Brooklyn, New York. Oh, I love Brooklyn. I had some of the one of the best corned beef sandwiches in Brooklyn, actually. I love Brooklyn, quite a place. I was there for a great concert. So next is Ontario, Canada. That's SS Co SS Live. The next one is Maddie's Name, Dublin, Ireland. I love Ireland. I haven't been there yet, but I have to get there so I can kiss that Blarney Stone. The next is Josh 31399, Houston, Texas. My sister lives in Houston. I love Houston a lot. The next is from BJ. I'm in Minnesota. Love Minnesota. Cold up there, though. Beautiful, but cold. That good sir, hello. How you doing, that good sir? And Mr. Chubbles, I play OSU and Rocket League. Oh, Rocket. Now, let me tell you, I haven't played Rocket League yet. I like Rocket League, though. I think that'll be a real fun game. I like that. I'm going to learn that soon, actually. I've seen that played also. Quantac, OSU, Overwatch, CSGO, and Nekapara. Okay. Great. Not really. KHYZ, OSU, and League of Legends. Well, League of Legends, who doesn't love League of Legends? That is one complicated game, though. It is tough. Of all the games, that and StarCraft and WoW, those are really tough. I'm sure not tough for a lot of you guys who play more than I do, I bet, but I still find those games really tough. Overwatch, I'm just learning, but I do like it. I like Mercy let me get your question. I don't want to start talking about that. I'll go off on tangents here. So the next is SSCO, SS Live. Osu, an Overwatch player. And on Poochie, I play League of Legends a lot, and I got into you because one of the pros tweeted about you and how you helped with their wrist issues. Well, that's great to hear. A lot of pros come to this office. I just get overrun with them. But the great thing about helping the pros is that they will share the knowledge with other people, and they will let them know, hey, if you need help, Dr. Levi, go and he'll help you. So I feel real honored and privileged to take care of the gaming community. It's and so many. I want to share with you this is that so many of them are so grateful when they leave because they're feeling better, they're playing better, and they're winning more. And that's my goal to help them, not just help their managers and help the team, but help them personally. I like the personal connection with all the players that I take care of, the pros, the elite players, all of them. And even the people that are what I call lightweights who only play 1 or 2 hours a day, I'm still here to help them too. All right. Josh 31399, Osu, Super Smash Brothers, Melee, and some competitive shooters. Okay. Yeah, I was waiting. No one is interesting that you said that, Josh 31399, because no one said here like Call of Duty. And I love, FPS, first-person shooter games. But there's none here. Everybody mentioned all these other types of games, so real interesting. And Maddie's Name, OSU and Raid, that good sir. I bought a taller chair and I lowered my desk. My pain in my theater area is gone. Fantastic. I love hearing that good sir, because the bottom line is it shows you that if you follow the ergonomic principles, you will feel better. If you follow those principles, it will help you a lot. All right. The next one is from Itzo Moku Core Zero. I play OSU Overwatch League of Legends. Great. Let's go on to SS Co SS Live. When you rate my name, you just pronounce it how it looks. Okay. You know what? I thanks for saying that. It's interesting that my monitor, for some reason, it doesn't show your name really well. I think it's SCOS Live. Let me know if that's the way you said it. But my monitor is not showing your name really well. All right. So to make your life a little bit easier, haha. Well, thanks. Beware Drev. I play OSU and Runscape. That good sir. Is there such things as reverse trigger finger? I seem to have trigger finger, but instead of it locking closed, it pops hard when I close it and it feels like it's grinding. There's not a reverse trigger finger, but trigger finger can, or trigger thumb even, can be at different areas. So you can have, so trigger finger is mainly this. You develop the tendon has to pull through, your flexor tendons have to pull through and underneath the A1 pulley. So if the A1 pulley is path, you guys can look this up too, trigger finger. It's also called stenosine, S-T-E-N-O-S-I-N-G, tendonitis, T-E-N-O-S-Y-N-O-V-I-T-I-S, stenosine tendonitis. And that's trigger finger. But there is no reverse trigger finger that I've heard of. But I will say this. Sometimes you can get triggering from a different pulley of the hand. You know, there's the A2 pulley, A1 pulley. There's also A3 pulley. I mean, there are different pulleys that can cause, and these are the annular pulleys, but the fingers also have cruciate, C-R-U-C-I-A-T-E, cruciate pulleys also. So sometimes they can also become pathologic. Very, very rare, though. It's usually just the A1 pulley here at the MCP crease, metacarpal phalangeal crease. All right, let's keep moving here. The next is from Prestimus. He says that someone's not telling the truth about playing Osu. All right, the next one is from Zenov. When I sleep at night, in between my shoulders and my forearms on both arms, I feel some pain there in whatever position I'm in. It's like a straining internal pain. Do you think this has anything to do with gaming position, timing spent, or anything like that? So absolutely. So one thing I want to share with you is the following. That question was from Zena. Is the following: keep your when you're playing, of course, be aware of your posture. Keep your shoulders up. Make sure you're not hunching over. Make sure you're not flexing your wrist down or hyperextending your wrist, that your hand stays in a neutral position. Make sure you're taking a 5-minute stretch every hour. And be sure when you, sometimes during that stretch time, put your hands in the warm water. That will also help you. But the key is, if you're having pain, you have to back off some. Be aware of that. Next is Mr. Chubbles again. Dr. Levi, my hands get cold and turn purple when it's cold outside. Is this an issue? How can I fix this? Well, two things with that, Mr. Chubbles. You may have something called Raynaud's phenomena, R-A-Y-N-A-U-D'-S, Raynaud's phenomena. Or it's possible you have something called vascular insufficiency of your fingers. And it could simply be that when you go out in the cold, your body's just not able to adjust quick enough to bring blood supply there. Now, that happens sometime in people who are smokers, for example. They may have this issue, but most likely with you, because you're a gamer and most likely you're pretty healthy, that is just from going out quickly and not having your hands heated up or warm. Mittens, gloves will help, of course. That good, sir. My main games are CSGO and Overwatch. Great. The next one is from, so it was Squass, S-K-A-W-S-S. All right, I'll pronounce it that way now. Now, Wii Fighter, any tips on finding the right chair? I've always just have gotten cheaper office chairs. Recently, I've even noticed myself sliding down in my chair, which caused a blister on my back. Really? Well, so the other thing you can do that will help a lot is to get a pillow for your mid back. That will help also. And just make sure that you're keeping your chair elevated, whereby your arms can be at approximately your elbows at 90 degrees. All right, we're almost out of time, guys. I get here. Good night, Dr. Levi. I just wanted to say thanks again for the hand exercises and all the other tips. Great. Okay, so I want to remind you guys on the radio show, the Dr. Levi show, on Wednesdays at 10 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. Every third Wednesday, I'll do all the gamers' questions. I have dedicated that entire show to only gaming questions, gaming and health and fitness questions. So please join me on the Dr. Levi show the third Wednesday of every month, where I'm talking and taking all questions from gamers from around the world. So I hope that can help you all also. Well, it's 8 o'clock. I want to thank you all for being a part of the community. Thanks for subscribing and liking and following me on all my social media platforms. I'm very, very grateful. And I intend to be of a great help for our community, to be a source of change and to keep everybody healthy and prevent injury. All right? Well, it's Dr. Levi. I'll see you guys back. Don't forget, this will be up on YouTube, so you can check it out there. Please go there and check us out for the Twitch broadcast, as well as, of course, share and like and follow us on all social media platforms. This is Dr. Levi. I'm very, very, very grateful. Happy holidays to everyone, and I'll see you next year. Bye, guys. And thank you. I'm grateful.